Hello, welcome to episode 2 of the Host of Sparrows project. This is going to be a rough video. I'm not much of a cameraman nor much of an actor, but I want to do a quick walkthrough of where we're starting so you can see how much we're going to do. This probably doesn't look the best, but like I said, I'm not much of a cameraman. But I'm starting inside the cabin today because it's really windy and it's a bit chilly, and I don't know how well you're going to hear me with the wind howling outside when we step outside. But anyway, as we said, this is a rough project. We're beginning with some good bones, but we have a lot to do. So starting in the cabin, I'm going to turn the phone around here and walk you through it. So most of it you'll just see. And you're going to think I'm crazy, but here we go. All right, so this is the front door, the front setup here of the cabin. As you walk up the steps right here and out the door, there's a little bit of a bow, a few feet before the very front part of the boat. We're going to, we're currently fixing a piece of the floor right here. We'll get that repaired. We're removing the shower that's in there. This was really kind of set up more as a houseboat. We're going to remove that shower, put a second stall in for the bathroom. So thus that wall got taken out so we can take that shower out. But that will be a wall that basically looks like the rest of these walls, this kind of woodwork. As soon as we get that out and get the other stall put in. The center cabinets here, they had this set up kind of like a kitchen. This is all going to be removed, gives a little bit more room to walk around. We'll have a real professional kitchen up top, another part of the boat as we build it out. So we really don't need these kind of cabinets and things, so these will be removed. It'll give us a little bit more walkway here. Looking back where I was just standing, basically this wall right here is where the bar will be. It'll be up against this wall. You'll have your front door that you come into the cabin. We're extending out the bow about 15 feet, which will give us plenty of room to walk around. You'll come in here to come into the bar area. And there'll be walkways on either side of the boat to facilitate walking around up to the bow and to the front of the cabin. The bar section here. We'll have some couches and things along this wall here. Like I said, we're going to remove these cabinets. And as we walk back here, this is another area that we'll create with some seating and couches and so on and so forth. This is the bathroom, the shower that we're taking out, and then creating a whole other stall there. So we'll be remodeling that, maybe making this vanity a little more accessible for us as we get that done. Currently, this is where the helm, the actual ship's wheel is. That is going to be moved one level up. So let's come up here. We will wall that section off. We're going to move this helm. It's going to come up one section. So basically it'll be sitting right above here, above the roof right here, straight up. This little room, we're going to put a wall and a door right here, will become the electronics room where all of our PA system, so on and so forth, all come into this central electronics room. This is also the hatch to get into where the engine compartment is. That's the engine compartment right there. As you can see, we still have a carburetor and batteries to install. We've got a lot to do there. But like I said, this helm will go up one floor and be on the roof. Basically, at this roof height up here is where the cockpit is going to be as we build this out. So let's go out the back door, and you can see the ship's wheel and how bad a shape it is. But that's the ship's wheel. We have most of the lumber that's required for it. Fix that. As we build that out, about this height, enough to where we have plenty of clearance, is where we'll begin the floor of the crew cabins. We'll be building up based off of these support beams here, and building the cruise cabin, and then on top of the cruise cabins will be the quarterdeck. I'm going to step back in here as I explain it. I'm sure that you probably can't hear well with the wind blowing past the microphone. But as that sticks up, as we build that up, that quarterdeck up, like I said, there'll be a 15-foot by 24-foot deck there that will enclose and make a couple different cabins probably out of it. That'll become the cruise quarters. And then basically the roof of that becomes the quarterdeck. So let's step around here. I'm going to pause this and restart it as I get down. Okay, we're back down on ground level here. This is the back. You can see our 4 rudders right here. Well, you can see 2 of them anyway. And the ship's wheel. There you go. You can see the other 2 rudders right there. So basically it's a 4-rudder ship. It's a hydrostatic drive wheel, and that will be the main propulsion. As we said, that deck will extend up over what's currently the pilot house right now, and come all the way back here to the back end. This will be a 15 by 24 foot quarterdeck. You can see the length of the ship, the way it's laid out. You have the pilot house right here, and then you have the deck over the inside cabin. What we will be doing is building a wooden deck over top of this deck here. So it will come up, and about that center rail right there height is where the height of the wooden deck will be. And it'll have trap doors, so that way it can create a cargo space there. So from about that center rail down to the top of the cabin will be storage space for the whole length of that upper deck, and the upper deck will be wood. Okay, let me come back around the other side. Hold on. Okay, now you can see the other side of the ship. Basically right here and attaching at this level right here, and coming out will be 4-foot walkways. That allows us plenty of space versus this little ledge that's currently here, to be able to walk all the way around the ship. You can see, you'll see the bow as we get up here. Like I said, we're going to extend that about 15 feet. Now this right here is at the back door of the pilot house that I showed you. Right about here and starting forward will be the walkways, 4-foot walkways. So imagine, right along here you have a 4-foot walkway that goes that whole length. But starting about here, there will also be 2 more 4-foot sections of walkway that are 25 foot long and there'll be pontoons here on the outside edges and inside edges. And those 4-foot sections, using hydraulics, will slide in kind of like a camper slide in, and stack underneath that original 4-foot section of walkway. So what that will do is that'll create a 25-foot by 12-foot outrigger or party deck that we can adjust how far out it goes for stability purposes. But that'll have two 25-foot pontoons right there. So when we suck that in, we're 24 feet wide. When we have them fully extended, we're 40 feet wide, because those outriggers will be on both sides. Okay, here's a front shot of this. This is that front door. There were the steps leading down. That's where the video started. As you can see, there's only a small amount of deck right there between the front door of that cabin and the front bow as it sits. As we said, we're going to extend that out about 15 feet, and that walkway will curve up along, so you'll be able to walk on either side of the ship and up into the bow, which is about 15 feet. Go into the cabin. There'll be steps going up to the quarterdeck, and from the quarterdeck back down to the main deck that'll be over top of this. Yes, there's a lot of work, and we know we're kind of crazy for doing this, but that's just kind of a rough idea there. The next video I do, we're going to kind of walk around or kind of explain exactly what our plan and timelines are. I'm sure a lot of you are looking at this like we're crazy. I certainly understand that. There's a lot of work to get done, but we're going to get there. Overall, we'll be about 85 to 90 feet long, and 24 to 40 feet wide, depending on how we have the outriggers pulled in or slid out. Once again, sorry for the quality of this video. Hopefully I get better at this, but anyway, that's our second episode. Make sure you follow us, and we'll get better at this. Thanks. Ahoy.